where makers gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps and snips, we're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips, from fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.
Hi friends, welcome to New in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmidt and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I'm excited because tomorrow the catalog goes live. And so I want to make sure there's a couple of things I want to show you. So I'm going to make 2 cards, but then I've got a couple of other things that I haven't had a chance to use yet that I still want to show you. So yesterday we went to a banquet for the Minnesota Teacher of the Year. So that was kind of fun. I was nominated. I obviously did not get it, but I was nominated. There were 128 people nominated, and then it jumped down to 30 and then jumped down to 10. And I was cut at the first part, but still kind of an honor to be nominated. So here's my, whoopsie.
There we go.
Candidate. Quite the award here. So I thought, well, I'll bring that to school and set it up on my bookshelf. And then this is kind of fun because they put in all the essays that I wrote, and then everything that all the letters of recommendation and everything, the nomination. So it's kind of fun little piece that they put together for us. So anyway, I'm going to hand that to Dave so I don't drop it. But I just wanted to tell you that because that's kind of fun. All right, we are going to, like I said, tomorrow the catalog goes live, and it's so fun. If you don't have one, would you let me know so I can get one in your hands, because they are so fun. Several people have said it's the best one they've seen in a long time, and I don't disagree. So what I'm going to use is called Sunset. Was it called Sunset Coast? All of a sudden I forgot. Scenic Coast. Scenic Coast. And it is a bundle with this beautiful paper. So I want to show you the paper first because it is stunning. And the thing that's really, let me get my camera, there we go. The thing that's really fun about the paper is, can you see that shimmery, shiny part there? So every page has this really fun shine. Look at that. So on the front side, back side has kind of different. So let me just flip through here. Ooh, that's pretty. So pretty. Look at that.
Looks like our Hawaii vacation.
Where to go? Okay, there's another one. Put a whale out here. No. And ooh, that's gorgeous. Like that one. And that's really pretty too. So many. And then that. So really, really fun. I'll show you the backgrounds. That's a fun background because it looks like water. So let me just flip through these and show you some fun backgrounds as well. But are they ever, is it ever so pretty? Okay, so that is the paper, 6x6 paper. And then the stamps are the Sunset Coast. So it says, we're gonna angle that towards me sometime because anyway, so you can stamp the water and the moon or the sun, and you've got this little archway and some clouds, little sailboats, and then wherever this note finds you, I hope it finds you happy. Wishing you a lifetime of joy. The adventure continues. You brighten my day. So happy retirement is a fun one or happy anniversary for the adventure continues. But just so you brighten my day is a nice one too. So lots of fun sayings. And then the best part of this are the dies, because these dies have this silhouette background. And so I'm going to use these 2 today to show you. So I'm going to do the sailboat first, and then I will show you the lighthouse. So that is the sailboat. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And there's also one other thing. There are sequins that come in this suite. So we'll use those at some point too. Let me set that aside. All right, so I am going to use Timid Tiger because I was looking at this and thinking, well, Timid Tiger works really well with that, right? So Timid Tiger, and I did I was thinking, when I have 6x6, I like to go at 3 inches, but for this one, I thought I'm just going to go 4 1/4. So at the whole thing, I'm going to stick that on, and this back must be either crushed curry or daffodil delight. I think
It's crushed curry.
Is it? Because it looks really bright, but yeah, I didn't think it was daffodil delight. Let's make sure that's opening the right way. Yes, it is. All right, so we're going to put that there.
The colors in these are strawberry slush, crushed curry, balmy blue, blueberry bushel, Highland heather, and gorgeous grape.
Nice. So I had tried cutting this out with a circle, but the circle was too narrow from Everyday something. Yes, Everyday Essentials. So I decided, let's see if I could try it with the arches, Everyday Arches. And so when you just said those colors, I'm like, huh, interesting, because strawberry slush is one that's going away. So that's interesting. Okay, so I went ahead and die cut this out of that. And then at the same time, I didn't do it 2 separate times. I just did it all at one time and just put the boat right there. And just sort of made sure my frame was the same size. I thought that would look kind of cool, and it does. It looks really cool. So it's actually a very simple card because we've just got this die, and we're going to put a sentiment right there. I did think we'll go ahead and tie on a little ribbon here, and that's sort of where we'll put our sentiment. So I'm going to...
Strawberry slush is good until 2027.
Oh. Oh, Petunia Pop. Okay. Yeah, Petunia Pop and that whole set is going away. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, really? Okay. All right. I'm just going to do it this way. I like to do that instead of trying to tie it on the front. And I'm going to pop this up because it gives a little depth with our sailboat here. So I'll put that there. Just wind this up like that. And I'm going to see if I can put one around this curve. And then I'll just put regular dimensionals behind the boat, the sailboat. You know, it's funny because we do sell black dimensionals, and I'm always like, why would you need black? And every once in a while, I'm like, this is why you need black. Actually, this is only the second time I've thought that. Why would I need black? And you don't have to do it all the way around like this. In fact, I think I'm not going to. I'm just going to go part way because it's kind of hard to make it bend, so it's not going to show. But let's get that piece off there. And I'm going to put this right here on this side like that. It's very pretty. And stick. I got a lot of sticky things, but let's get just a regular dimensional and this size. I'm just going to put one right behind the boat because I feel like that needs one. And I think I might put one right behind. Maybe I'll just use a little strip and put it there. I was going to use the single, but let's just grab a little piece of a strip. And you notice I cut those. Did you see that? So they're longer, and then I went ahead and cut it in half because sometimes that's a little bit more useful than the long ones. I'm just going to put this right there. If it stops sticking to my fingers, goodness, stick. And then this we need to just get off here. There we go. All right, and I'm sure that we're going to have to tuck in, but that's okay. We'll tuck that in as we go. Did I pull off the paper? No, I did not. So that will be helpful to get that off. I don't know if it's my fingers that are not working or what's happening right now, but there we go. I got a tab, a little edge. Okay, so I'm going to put that right in the, I want to put the sailboat so it's on that horizon or lower. So I'm going to go on, kind of on that horizon, right in the middle. So it's not just floating up in the air. I'll tuck that under. Look at that. I mean, it's so pretty.
It is.
It's really pretty. And then we'll go ahead and grab some words here. I am going to stamp. What's the other one I was going to make? I have two. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of stamping happy anniversary, or this one says, I had to get the words so I can just see the paper. This one says, here it is. Oh, you brighten my day. That's what I wanted to put on this one. You brighten my day. So we're just going to stamp that in Timid Tiger. no, in black. That's right. I was going to do Timid Tiger, and I thought, oh, I don't want it to look too Halloween-ish, which is what I think of when I see black and orange. So I just wanted to use a little piece of white like this. And then I'm just going to cut around it. So let's just go this way. I want to make sure I get it all the way on. There we go. You brighten my day. Perfect. Cover that up. Yeah, I thought that could be kind of a fun little, you know what, I'm not going to use the scissors because when I use scissors, I don't really cut straight. So let's just use a little paper cutter. And I don't want to, there's that paper I was looking for. I don't want to smudge it. So I'm just going to push that under a little bit without touching it. I don't think I would smudge it, but you know, as soon as I think that, it smudges. So there we go. And I'm just going to stick this right here. I'm going to put a little bow. Actually, I'm going to stick it here and put the bow on this side so it's opposite from the little sailboat. What do you think?
Very fun.
I don't know
Very
if
pretty.
I think I would probably want to make that phrase maybe a little smaller, but it's good. So Timid Tiger. Let's just tuck this in here. Like that, just like that, and we'll just trim that off. That and but the silhouettes make it very, very easy to. And after I said I'm going to use paper cutter again. Sorry. I just don't want to get it where I'm like, oh, no, I have to stamp it again. No, thanks. This is like the chocolates box where you take one and then you have to rearrange it. And then you take, that's what this feels like. Cut it, rearrange it, cut it. So here we go. And I'm just going to stick that right here. I think that will look cute. I am going to put it on dimensionals only because I have this ribbon here. And I don't want, if I glue it down, I feel like it'll stick to the ribbon, but it will not stick to the paper because the ribbon's in the way, if that makes sense. There we go. You bright, or it could go up here even.
That looks nice.
Yeah, I think I like it there better. And then you know what? That's okay. We can keep it on that side. I think that'll go on either side. If I move it up just a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like it there better. All of a sudden I was like, oh, that would look nice. So it sits on either side of that. It's still popped up. But it needs one more dimensional there. So here we go. The top is here. Not sure why it would need double, but it kind of does. So I'm just going to do it. And then I'm going to use a little one because my big ones are out for over here. So that's fine. All right, let's get those off. Bing, bing. Yep. All right. And then we'll put this right up here. I like that better.
Yep, looks really nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. Except it's crooked. There we go. Okay, you brighten my day. And then let's put a few of these gems on. They're so pretty. So they're called Sunset Sparkle Sequins. Sunset Sparkle Sequins. And they look very shiny, which I really like. Look at that. I'm going to use this one. I don't want to do any more orange. I feel like there's enough orange on it. So I am going to use this sparkly thing right here. Put that there.
Is it like iridescent?
Yes. Put one there. It is. And put one there. There we go. This one is a little random. I might move it up to here. There we go. What do you think?
Very fun.
It's pretty. I'm going to go ahead and put this just inside. I'm not going to stamp anything. I'm just going to stick that inside. So that is our first really fun card using Scenic Sunset. Scenic Sunset? Scenic
Coast.
Scenic Coast. There it is. Scenic Coast. Isn't that fun?
It is.
I like it. I like it a lot. So, all right. Did you have something for us? And then
all right, friends, there is so much going on. First off, this Saturday, May, whatever Saturday is Card Cafe. Card Cafe is our in-person event that happens here in our Minnetonka studio. You get to come, choose 5 designs, make 2 of each, and leave with 10 amazing cards.
May 9th.
May 9th, thank you. All of a sudden I blanked on the date. So as with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com, scroll on down to Card Cafe, and you can go ahead and register for this Saturday and join us in person. But we have just 1 week left to register
Oh my goodness.
for Stampin' Into Summer. Stampin' Into Summer is our virtual event that we do with Amy and Tracy. It is 9 hours of Stampin' fun. We'll be featuring 9 different suites or bundles from the new catalog, as well as online exclusives. Along with that, with each featured product, you get a make and take. We send you all the materials already cut, ready to go, so you can make a project from each of the 9 things that we are featuring. Now, if you can't join us live for all of them, not a problem. We record everything. You can come back and watch it later. But that too, you just go to thestamperstudio.com, scroll on down to register, and you will be set. Finally, the other main thing, tomorrow you get to start ordering. So come to thestamperstudio.com, right here up at the top, shop for products. That'll take you right in, and you can order all of the great new products, including Scenic Coast that we are featuring tonight. So thestamperstudio.com, everything you could ever possibly need. Order products tomorrow, sign up for Stampin' Into Summer, and join us for Card Cafe.
Nice. Sweetheart, there are seagulls over there, a die. I don't need, if you just grab, I just want to show them. So this next one, I'm going to use the lighthouse, because I thought, well, that's really fun. And so I decided to use cloud cover. So this one, I'm just going to layer on the white like that. Okay. And then I thought, I tried it on the Timid Tiger. I tried it on the Strawberry Slush, and I didn't like them. So I'm going to do it on here. But look at, it's kind of plain, right? So what can we do? I was thinking I'm going to splatter. That's why I have the paper. I'm going to splatter using a toothbrush some of this white, and I'm going to hope it works. You got to try, right? If you don't try fun things, how do you know? So I'm going to try just putting some of our white on here. And then I'm going to, look, I already have a splatter right there, right there. I'm going to hold this up, and it's not splattering. Maybe if I hit it, maybe I need more ink.
I think you might have it. This is all I can find over
That's
there.
okay. Alrighty, thanks, hon. Maybe I need more ink. I don't know, but I will try it again. I was thinking this would be a good thing to hold it on. Now I'm getting ink everywhere, but that's okay. I wanted something to tap it on. All right, well, my idea is not working. I thought, well, that'll work, right? Let's try this. Maybe it needs more of a, it's not working. All right, well, I wonder, I'm gonna try it on the back side and see if I could make like waves with my toothbrush here, because now I've got, I don't know. Well, kind of, what do you think? No?
I think you could blender brush and probably get an effect.
I wanted to splatter, but I'm just
I
gonna,
understand.
I'm just going to do this and stick some around. Kind of bummed, because I really thought, oh, that splatter will work really well. But I wonder if it's too thick.
Yep.
It might be. Oh, boy. I don't know. All right. Well, that's the way it is. So try to wipe this off. It's okay. It'll be great. That's what I'm going to say. It'll be great. And I'm going to fold this so I don't get, so I'm going to move that all together so I don't get white all over everything. And I'm going to grab my silicone sheet and put that there. Okay, so I'm using my cloud cover. That's very interesting. I did think the splatters would work, and I'm going to try it again and maybe add a little bit of liquid to it and see if that'll work. I don't know. Maybe some alcohol. Rubbing alcohol sometimes works there. All right, so we've got we're going to layer these. So I am going to put this right on here, because then we're going to put this on, and then we'll put that one on. So I think I will just stick this one right on. No harm there. Yeah, I just think they're really fun, the silhouettes. I mean, it could be like the other one I did in black. This one is in Misty Moonlight. And I am going to put adhesive on this, because I don't want to get that paint wet. And I know that it covers at least the edges, right? So I'm going to do that and just get that I wanted the sun in. And I think that'll work right there. Okay, I'm going to use this. Now this has paint on it.
Oh my God.
I know, it got kind of splattery, but oh well. Not quite what I intended, but that's okay. You got to keep going though, right? I mean, what can I do? I got to keep going. So, oh boy, I made a mess is what I did. I don't want to start over though. All right, I'm going to stick this down using my strips, but I'm so sad that the splattering didn't work. It just seemed like such a good idea.
I think if you had an empty wink of Stella and you put in some alcohol and the ink, you could probably do your splatter.
Maybe so. All right, I'm having a hard time here. My fingers are not working. There we go. Normally I'd put it on the blue, but I don't want to put it on the blue because obviously that does not even feel, there it is. I was like, that did not even feel sticky. That's because it was laying on its side. I don't want to put it on the blue because it's wet and I don't want to turn it over. So don't do that, but let me know if you figure something else out. Yeah, that's what we got to do, right? We got to try and see. That's how we learn. All right, I'm just going to put those there. And kind of like that cloud cover ribbon on the bottom, but then I was like, I maybe I'll just add a little bow after. Let's get that centered on the white. And what do you know? I have another silicone sheet.
Handy. Get more ink on.
All right. Whatever. It's fun. I am going to use on this one, I'm going to use the sentiment Happy Retirement. Thought that was kind of fun. And you've seen me do this before. Like I'm going to just set that back down and just let it sit. I could use my paper, but just let it sit there once I get it off. And then I'm going to stick my block on it because sometimes when I'm putting it on, it bends and I don't want that to, I don't want it to bend. I did not finish that yet, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp this right now. And Happy Retirement. Seems like a really good one to me. For anybody who's retiring, just have a lighthouse, and I'm stamp it as close, pretty close to the bottom, maybe too close. I'm going to stamp it at the top now. A little bit too close. With like a little more border than that. Let's try there. That's better. Okay, so trim this. I'm going to let that dry. I've got enough going on. I'll show you something else we're going to add to this. So one die that's in here is this little fence. And it's kind of fun because it's curved purposely. Obviously, it's made to curve and sit. We can have it sit like right here. So it's like a little fence sitting there like that. I think it's cute. So I'm going to use this glue and just put a little bit on. And now that I've used both silicone sheets, I am going to use a piece of paper because I have sufficiently gotten everything gluey or inky or something. So let's go ahead and looking for that little dauber. I don't see it, so I'm just going to put some glue on here like that. And I'm going to take my little fence and just put it through there like that. That'll work just fine. And put this on this side. I think it's kind of cool because it looks like, you know, the entrance to the park or the entrance to the lighthouse. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. Get rid of that. And leave a little gap there. All right, so we've got that. Then you heard me ask for seagulls, and Dave said I must have the die here, so that's okay. But there's a die with 3 seagulls in one die, and I thought I just really like these. So I thought I'm not sure where I'm going to stick them yet, but I do like the seagulls. They look really cool. So let's see, the smallest one should be furthest away, right? So we'll put that one back there. Where's my little gluey paper? Because I can just use this with my take your pick and pick up a little glue. I think that will work. Yes. All right, I'm going to put this guy kind of over here. Turn him a little bit more. There we go. And then I have a big one right here, perhaps there. And I have one more. There it is, this one. They're kind of cool. I just feel like I like that they're all a little bit different shape. Like that? I think so. All right, I'm going to pick up a little more glue off that, although I think now it's all dry, so I'm just going to dab one. Oh, I don't want to cover that sun, though. That's like, to me, the best part on that. I'm just going to put some more glue on my little paper here. There we go. All right, I don't want to cover up the sun because I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to put that there, and then pick up this one, a little bit of glue. And that one's going to go up here, so they're kind of going up. There we go. Let's push that down for a second. There we are. All right, ready for our sentiment here. But I thought this fence was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I love that. It's like, obviously, it's made to be there, right? The other thing that is in here, the dies, is the sun. And, of course, that would be really fun to make the sun pop out, or the moon, whichever you use. And there's clouds. And there is a cloud stamp as well. So we could stamp the cloud. We could stamp the cloud and then use the die. All right, words. We're going to use that happy retirement. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it out of here. Just like, I'm going to go a little closer on this side. Like that. And like that. And then that's just going to go across. With all my glue everywhere. Yep, I'm just going to stick that straight down. Using this glue again because it's already out. Put the cap on. And happy retirement. Just like that. And then I was thinking I might put a cloud cover, little dot, or now that I'm looking, maybe I just do 3 of these. That could be kind of cool. What do you think? Dave's not looking. That's okay. So I could either do this because it matches that. I don't think I want the ribbon.
No.
I'm going to use this, and I think it'd be kind of fun to use the smaller one and continue my line. Ooh, continue my line across here. That's what I'm going to do, just for something a little bit different than what I usually do. There we go. Push that on just a little bit more. Push them all over a tad. Of course, my fingers are kind of sticky now, so I feel like everything is sticking to me. Everything is awesome. Stick, stick. Oh my goodness. Everything is stuck. All right, let's try this again. Let's put one really. Okay, I got to set that down. Get them off me. Get it off me. And move this over. I don't want it off the paper, so I think I will start on this side. How about that? What on earth? And there was one more right here. Let's get that one on. There we go, this side. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I thought that looked kind of fun. So, happy retirement. And, of course, I'll put this inside. I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm going to stamp anything, but it would be kind of fun. The other thing you could die cut out and just pop a couple in are these little shells. So a starfish and 2 shells. That's really fun. There's just a lot, and that looks like a net. You know, there's a lot of fun things to do. I just have started playing with it, so I don't have just getting started. So we'll have more another time. This is one of my suites for Stampin' Into Summer, so if you signed up for that, you'll get lots more. There we go. Yeah, okay, the white splatter, it's okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would end up being. It's all right. So, aren't those pretty, though?
So
Oof,
pretty.
So pretty. So that's what I have for you. Just using these silhouettes, I just thought it was really, really fun. So I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. I'm excited to hear what the first thing you want to buy in the new catalog is. So pop that in the chat because I would love to hear what you're excited about. Don't forget Valley and Bloom. That's probably one of my favorite flowers. Or Velvet Meadow. Velvet Meadow is one of my favorite papers. I know, there's so much. And Winnie the Pooh, oh, adorable. So anyway, lots to choose from, and I hope that you have a great week, and I will see you on Saturday. So happy stamping, friends.
Hey there, makers, gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps, and snips. We're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips. From fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of